Live, I gotta come up with a, what's it called? Channel trailer. I gotta get a channel trailer. Just to explain that I mostly do live streams. 99%, I only do live streams. But what I'm gonna do as soon as I'm finished, they're going private. And that is mostly to help transition over to a live stream channel with different changes that may come to YouTube in the future. But for now, this is how I want to operate my platform. I really like being live with people. That's a big piece of it. So if you don't know who I am, I've traveled the country a couple different times. I've faced hell and high water, been to heaven, been to hell in life, in a lot of different ways you might say. And now here, coming out of the last bout of it, is some really good stuff. And one of those things is we're about to take TikTok by storm. So long as things continue to work out, there's no guarantees in life. Say hello as you're coming on. Let me know you're here. Very, very excited for that. All in is something that's always been a part of my personality, but it's been very hard to do. Wanting to let go of my past, the people in it, not all bad things, some good things, but realizing that if I want this life and I want to live the way that I want to live, I'm going to have to let go of old lifestyles. I'm going to have to let go of certain people from my past and just move on. And that's been extremely difficult for me, but now we're doing it, which is good. And we, I mean, my girlfriend Kate is here, and she says hello. I got food waiting for me. Give me 2 seconds. I was not necessarily ready for this live. I've been busting my butt on TikTok, learning about how it works. But hello to you and your woman, says Catherine. Is it Catherine, by the way? Catherine from Instagram. I think you've been with us on Instagram Live. Thank you for being here. Give me 2 seconds real quick. Thank you.
It's been out with the AC on, so can you throw it back in the...
No, it's still hot.
Oh, okay. Good.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Kate made me some mac and cheese with Velveeta. There's some Velveeta mac and cheese with some hot dogs. Like I said, as you're coming in, say hello. YouTube, there is speculation that YouTube may be coming out with a new feature called Shorts. And YouTube Shorts essentially would be YouTube's version of TikTok. Facebook already has their version of TikTok, which is called Lasso, Lasso, and it's mainly in Latin America, in Brazil specifically. And I'm very, very excited to see where things go with Lasso. It's very new, which I find interesting. I'm still learning how all this stuff works, but for now, TikTok is a cool place to be because there's a lot of enjoyable content there. Here on YouTube there is too, but the content here on YouTube is because they've been around longer, there's a much higher bar for professionalism. One that I can't meet near as quickly or as easily with the resources we have at hand or my abilities. But a place like TikTok is for fast runners. It's still brand new. And so there's an absolute opportunity for myself over there with Caitlin's help and with your help, which is really good. Hot dogs and your mac and cheese. Yes, I do. Love hot dogs and mac and cheese. Twitter, I don't have an Instagram, says Catherine. Okay, well, even better. I'm glad to have a positive, healthy face over on Periscope is super important. That means a lot. I talk like this when I get nervous. I get nervous sometimes. I'm very confident about how things are going. But I've had my knees slashed so many times and in ways that I just thought wasn't even possible, and I couldn't fathom it being done. So, like I said, at this point, it's really just staying confident, staying on task, staying confident, getting the job done, doing what I have to do, and hopefully that's going to speak to a lot of people. To anybody out there who doesn't have a lot of good things to say about me, I will let you know I am an active blocker, and I have no shame in that. I take an active role in the participation and moderation of my channel and of my platform for the health of myself, Caitlin's health, and for your health as well, for any of you out there who don't like seeing anything that is so vile or upsetting. You don't deserve to see that. I don't deserve to see that. And so I take an active participation in the moderation of my channels, which is something that does take up a lot of time. but it's something that I'm very proud to do. And as platforms get better and better at maintaining live stream, as they get better at learning how to adapt the practices. Miss T, welcome on. How are you? Going West Storming, welcome on. Thanks for being here. Kate, what is your... we were talking about YouTube Shorts. Yeah, there's not all that much to say about it. Just like I said, it's supposed to be like the TikTok version for YouTube. YouTube's version of TikTok. It's still just speculation. Nobody knows for sure. Some people are excited for it. My own personal prediction, not that totally unsolicited, I think it's going to end up being a platform that a lot of people that are already doing well will come and do it on YouTube, whereas a lot of the grassroots frontrunners will stay on TikTok. It's very similar to the way that Periscope has been to Instagram Live. A lot of people, until Periscope was monetized. Once Periscope was monetized, there wasn't all that much competition. People were playing around with it. But at the same time, it was a front runner for when Instagram Live had come out. It really became mainstream. And then Periscope had its day, and now everyone's looking at Periscope trying to wonder what's going on. Some people say it's dead, but I mean, personally, I use it a couple days a week. YouTube Live, obviously, has become mainstream. I still remember in 2016, I was walking across America. I was down in Florida in a condo, actually. A friend had lent his condo. And I still remember trying to figure out how to get YouTube Live to work here, or to work on my phone. And it still wasn't, there was no way for me to live stream from my phone, which made me so upset because from 2015 I had been mobile only. And it's funny how things work, is I started out mobile only, but now we have a laptop because there are just certain things you can't do on mobile yet. And I've always, tripped over my own feet, so it's necessary. The other half of that is saying thank you to a lot of you who have really been in my corner and been so supportive and let me know when I am tripping over my own feet, which when you're someone like me who's so eager to get ahead, sometimes that happens. So, like I said, thank you for keeping me humble, because let me answer these comments quick and then I'll say more. But Bunny Brains, welcome on. How are you? Just thank you very much for keeping me humble, because there are so many traps that I would have fallen into. Even if I had become successful, I would not have become a good person. I would have become a very bad person, because I know myself. And the people who kept me humble and made sure that I didn't make it if I didn't deserve it. I mean, essentially, those people kept me from tripping over my own feet so far that I went over the edge. So thank you for that. And, some might say that in some ways things did go a bit too far, and they definitely did. But the past is the past, and the present's the present, and things are really good, and very exciting stuff. How are you guys today? Hometown, welcome on. Things are very good. Kate's eating her PB&J, I some mac and cheese. I'm going to take a bite real quick. I was supposed to be eating right now, but I had a live stream scheduled. So, we're talking about YouTube Shorts, which, like I said, essentially is TikTok for YouTube. Now, you guys have already heard my spiel about that. So let me ask you, now that we're active on TikTok, now that I'm actually producing on TikTok and putting out content, there's only one video up there right now, but I think I'm going to put a screenshot up later of the amount of time that I'm actually spending on TikTok, because it should be in the phone settings. It shows how much time I'm spending on a platform. I'll show you how much time I'm actually spending on TikTok. Like 12, 14 hours a day I'm on TikTok, just searching through the videos and learning how the algorithm works. And like, guys, you would not believe how advanced their system for, like, their AI. Anyway, geeking out. So, exciting stuff, super cool, but also, I'd like to learn how to produce content. I have the confidence for it. I have all that in me. I'm trying to do it with this little phone I have, and hopefully you guys appreciate the, grassroots grassroots round 2, because I started out with nothing, and, here I am again. So, there were a lot of people who doubted that and said privileged, and I didn't start with nothing, and I really did, because back in 2015, things had really fallen apart for me, and I had to step away in my life and start my own life. And I tripped and fell and came back, and tripped and fell and came back 5 or 6 different times. And now finally getting out and being free up here, it makes all the difference. So, like I said, it's kind of a blessing in disguise to be able to show you guys this from the ground up 2.0, because hopefully how quickly it happens shows people that I've already been through it once. People who didn't really find out about me until 2 years in. There was a lot of doubt about that. Your shirt matches that wall. Cool. I'll take it. Why not? Thank you for the super chat. Love PB&J and strawberry jam. No seeds. Do you like seeds in your jam, Kate? Let's get down in the chat. Do you like seeds in your jam? If you don't know what jam is, it's like jelly. Do you like seeds in your jam? Go. Let's go. Let's get it. I'll go for anything. I'll go for anything. Do you like seeds in jam? I don't. Do you?
I don't know if I like seeds in my jam, but I like whole bits of whole fruit.
Like on a sandwich?
Like, you know how like strawberry jam or jelly sometimes, if there's like the jelly, then there's bits of actual strawberries in with it? No?
No, but I'd sure love to try some. That sounds pretty good.
It's yummy, yeah.
No, strawberry, blueberry, what's your preference?
As far as jelly
And I'm waiting on you too. I'm waiting. Let's hear what your favorite is. Favorite kind of jam?
Strawberry. If I'm doing anything with pancakes, though, I like my blueberry syrup or jam.
Okay. I got nothing. As far as I can take it. Thanks for telling me, though.
Yeah.
All right. Standing cam today. Yeah. I'm set up for TikTok. I've been doing TikToks all day, every day. I had tried a couple of months ago, but I had somebody in my life. I had 2 people in my life who kept kicking my feet out from under me, and it was just not good. So now being in a much healthier place and taking a stand in my own life and standing my ground is really good. And I'm able to produce for myself because it's something that I want to do, and I invite you and enjoy it with me on that journey, because it really is a passion for me. It's something that I love, regardless of whether or not I get paid. So. Going West Storming says James. That's okay. Thank you. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried right now. Sometimes you have to deploy patience with yourself in life. Right? I mean, I can't. I don't have the opportunity to slow down. I mean, I do if I want to quit, but quitting is not an option. So I'll take poor digestion. That's all right. Temporary downfall, I guess. Raspberry is my favorite, says Misty. Steven says strawberry. Okay, blueberry for me, says Stretched. Sweet. Here's a big thing for people. You hear a lot of times people saying whether or not someone else is going to be successful. So often people miss the point of success. I'm not going to get all motivational on you, but look up a video. Just look up on YouTube here. You gotta want to succeed more than you want to breathe. Just look that up. Just look it up. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there. But that video did it for me. That was pretty much the defining factor for me. Was in about 2014, I really felt like I was drowning in my life. I felt like nothing mattered, and like I wasn't even alive. And I looked up that video, and that. The video said was, do you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe? And I thought to myself, well, I don't even feel like I can't even breathe anyway. So if I'm not, if I feel like I can't breathe anyway, so what am I fighting for? If that's the feeling I'm going to feel either way, well, what's going on in my life? And at that time, I was fighting for everybody else, and that ended up happening again. How many times have we fallen in the same traps? But this time around, it was with strangers. So I had it happen with the people I love and the family, and I had it happen with strangers now and people semi-close to me. So hopefully it won't happen ever again, but I guess we'll see. We all succumb to similar patterns. You're built like a bench, says Hefe. Is that a compliment? Is that a compliment? That I'm built like a bench? A bench with a cushion? I'm built like a bench with a cushion. Love you. Hey, I have permission to embarrass myself at my will. It's my platform. Dwayne, welcome on. How are you? Good to see you. And if you're not subbed to the channel yet, guys, make sure that you do. And feel free to join us over on TikTok. It's James A. Saroka. I just posted my first video. I had a couple videos on before. Things didn't really work out, as a lot of people know. So it's a bit of a reboot. And the way that I work my content is when it doesn't perform well, I do take it down. So, make sure that you're following along so you don't miss any of the content. Because if it doesn't perform well, I usually don't keep it around. So, that's just how I operate. If I really like something, I might save it for myself and repost it later. Or post it on a different platform. But I'll repeat this one more time while a lot of you are here. Is that YouTube is going to be live only. So if you're not here during the live stream, you will not catch the video at all. I'd recommend turning on notifications. And I may be putting up a live stream schedule. I'm not sure yet. I had one up. And I just... there's a lot of variables in my life right now, and in the life that I share with Kate, that it can be difficult to keep promises to you. And so I try to make as little promises as I can right now with anyone, until our lives are really in a more stable place environmentally. Like I said, our interiors are doing pretty well, but our environment, it's a bit displaced. For the most appropriate term, it's a bit displaced. So, like I said, while we get that back together, I'll do my best to keep on with all of you. Is there anything, before I shut down, because I have to go post again, is there anything that any of you want to talk about? Is there anything anyone here in the community wants to talk about? Or if you have any questions while I'm live, I do post a lot of questions in my Instagram story. Even if you have a question for me, or you have a comment for me or something, you're more than welcome to comment it in any of those Instagram story questions, even if it's completely unrelated. It's better than a DM, because sometimes I check my DMs. I used to check, literally weeks ago I checked them much more, but I've been super busy. But I'm looking at the Instagram story stuff all the time. So, that's a much easier way to get at me. What am I eating? Mac and cheese with hot dogs. How is life treating you, says Ollie? Well, I like to treat life. My life's pretty good. Thank you. Life is treating me fair. I stayed steadfast to my God. I remained resilient. I'm honest. And I powered through everything that I had to power through. And I made it out on the other side. Other end of that looking glass, you might say. Other end of the Periscope, right? And essentially now life could... Here's where I'm at. Is that the rest of my life may not be guaranteed to be successful, but more than likely it will, because I have paid my dues. I've had my skin in the game for a really long time. But also, for those short years that I've had it in, I've had much more skin in the game than most people ever do, even in their whole career. A lot of people end up being protected from a lot of the things that I had to face head on. And, it is partially my own belief that suffering is like, how do I say it? Suffering is a currency sometimes. And everybody has their own philosophy, but that's how I do it. I like keeping life positive. That's good. Excuse me. But yeah. And oftentimes when you you show confidence in life, look at what happens. You know, people don't like to hear it. People do not want to hear about you when you're doing good, right? Some people don't want to hear when you're doing bad. Some people don't want to hear when you're doing good. You can't please everybody. It's not possible. And that's why I don't live to please everybody anymore. I live to please myself, so long as it serves society. That's essentially my new goal in life, is that I can please myself as long as I'm helping others, as long as I find a way to provide to others. And this is my heart and soul here.